Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, when did I start feeling older than I am? Maybe it's the stiffness in your joints in the morning, or that persistent bloated feeling after meals. Or perhaps it's something more subtle, like feeling tired for no reason, or that nagging brain fog that makes everyday tasks feel just a little harder than they used to. You're not alone. Now here's a surprising question. What if I told you that just 2 drops, yes, only 2 tiny drops of castor oil in your belly button could start a powerful, irreversible change in your body? I know that sounds unbelievable. But stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just shift the way you think about healing and aging forever. You see, as we grow older, our bodies don't bounce back the way they used to. The natural detox processes slow down. Our digestion isn't as smooth. Our skin loses its glow. And let's be honest, popping pills for every little issue starts to feel like a never-ending cycle. So when something as simple, natural, and ancient as castor oil shows up promising to help, naturally, you'd be skeptical. But there's something about this humble oil that modern medicine is only just beginning to understand. Something our ancestors knew all along. Now, before we go any further, let me reassure you, this isn't one of those magic cure gimmicks. We're talking about a practice that's been used for centuries in Ayurvedic and traditional medicine, only recently rediscovered by wellness experts around the world. And it starts right at the core of your body, your belly button. Here's the amazing part. Your navel isn't just a scar from your umbilical cord. It's connected to over 70,000 veins and nerves. That's right, minus 70,000. It's like a master control switch for your entire system. And when you apply castor oil there, something remarkable happens. You're not just moisturizing the skin. You're triggering a deep systemic reaction. The secret to adding 10 healthy years to your life is simpler than you think. Watch till the end to discover it. Why castor oil? Why not coconut, or olive, or some fancy imported blend with a name you can't pronounce? Because castor oil contains something very special, ricinoleic acid. This compound is anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and incredibly nourishing. But more than that, it's a gentle mover, a stimulator. It gets things going, your lymphatic flow, your digestion, even your mood. And when applied to the right place, like your belly button, it doesn't just sit there. It goes to work. Let me tell you about Mr. Thing. He's 72, lives just outside Da Nang, and for years, he suffered from constipation and poor sleep. His daughter, a nurse, tried everything. Probiotics, teas, even sleeping pills. Nothing helped. Then one night, she remembered something her grandmother used to do. Dab a little castor oil into the belly button before bed. They tried it. Within 3 days, he was sleeping better. Within a week, his digestion improved. Coincidence? Maybe. But he's been doing it nightly ever since and swears it's made him feel 10 years younger. Feeling tired all the time? This could be the reason, and it's not what you think. Let's talk about what happens inside your body when you apply just 2 drops of castor oil to your navel, and why the reaction is described by many as irreversible. First, the oil absorbs through the skin and directly stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest mode, the one responsible for calming inflammation, soothing the gut, and helping your body recover. And because the belly button connects to those tens of thousands of nerves, the oil doesn't stay in one place. It spreads. It travels through your lymphatic system, gently nudging stuck toxins, encouraging movement where there was stagnation. Are you worried about losing your independence as you age? Here's how to stay in control. What many people don't realize is that most chronic health problems in seniors, joint pain, fatigue, bloating, even brain fog, have one thing in common: inflammation. And while diet and exercise help, Sometimes the body needs an external nudge. Castor oil provides that nudge. When applied consistently, it helps reset your body's natural rhythm. And that's when the shift begins. You might notice your bowels become more regular. Your skin may start to glow. That aching in your knees or back, it eases. Not overnight, of course. This isn't magic, but it's consistent, gentle, effective, and most of all, natural. The doctors are raving about this forgotten Ayurvedic method that keeps seniors energized and pain-free. See what it is. One thing I always hear from my older viewers is this: I don't want more pills. I want something simple. And honestly, that's what this is. A tiny habit that takes 10 seconds before bed. Just a few drops of oil, gently massaged into your navel, with a warm cloth laid over your belly. That's it. Let me share a tip. Make this part of your bedtime routine. Put a small bottle of cold-pressed castor oil on your nightstand. After brushing your teeth, just lie down, put a drop or two on your fingertip, and circle it into your navel. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feel your body soften. Over time, you may notice other shifts too. More restful sleep, fewer night sweats, a calmer mood in the morning, even better hydration, because castor oil helps your cells absorb water more efficiently. This one practice, done consistently, often leads to a cascade of positive changes. Not because castor oil is magical, but because your body, when supported, knows how to heal itself. Sometimes it just needs a signal, and that signal might be as simple as 2 golden drops, right at the center of your being. Now, if you're wondering whether this works for everyone, the answer is, no 2 bodies are the same. But what I can say is this: for many people over 60, especially those who felt stuck or sluggish, it's made a noticeable difference. And the best part? It's affordable, it's safe, and you can start tonight. Comment below with your biggest health concern, and I'll share a tip to address it. We've only scratched the surface of what this tiny practice can do, from supporting liver detox to balancing hormones to even improving joint flexibility. So take a moment, breathe deep, and ask yourself, what if something this simple could really help me feel better? You've probably heard the phrase, the belly is the second brain. That's not just a catchy line. Science now shows that your gut and your brain are deeply connected through what's called the gut-brain axis. And guess what sits right in the middle of that connection? Your belly button. By applying castor oil to this vital point, you're not just helping digestion. You're calming your nervous system, lowering cortisol levels, and helping your mind settle. Many seniors who try this nightly routine report something they haven't felt in years: peace, a sense of stillness before bed, fewer racing thoughts, and a deeper, more healing kind of sleep. Want to fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed? This tiny change can help. Now let's go deeper into the science behind this. Castor oil's key ingredient, ricinoleic acid, does more than just soothe the skin. When absorbed transdermally, through the skin, it interacts with your lymphatic system. This is the system responsible for clearing waste and toxins from your body. And unlike your blood, which is pumped by your heart, your lymph needs movement to flow. So if you've been sitting more, walking less, or just not as active as you used to be, your lymph may be stagnant. Stagnant lymph equals inflammation. Inflammation equals pain, fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, poor immunity. Castor oil can act like a gentle hand, nudging that system back into motion. Let me tell you about Ms. Lan, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Hanoi. She had struggled with arthritis for over a decade. Her knees were swollen, and she relied heavily on painkillers. But after her niece introduced her to the belly button oil method, she decided to try it, skeptically at first. After 2 weeks of consistent nightly use, she noticed something curious. Her joints felt less stiff in the morning. Her stomach wasn't as bloated. She even joked that she was sleeping like a baby for the first time in years. So she stuck with it. 6 months later, she walks every morning without her cane. She still has arthritis, but she's not dependent on pills anymore. And when people ask her secret, she smiles and says, "It started with 2 drops." The beauty of this method is that it works with your body, not against it. No force, no side effects. Just a quiet, consistent push in the right direction. Still skeptical? Here's what doctors and holistic experts say about this ancient method and why they're now recommending it to seniors. In Ayurveda, your belly button, called the Pechoti point, is considered the gateway to over 72,000 veins and nerves. It's like a universal access point to your internal organs. That's why so many cultures used to treat fevers, colds, and stomach problems with oil in the navel. That's why so many cultures used to treat fevers, cold, and stomach problems with oil in the navel. That's why so many cultures Indus. We lost that wisdom along the way. But now, we're remembering. Here's another benefit that surprises most people. Castor oil applied to the belly button can help regulate hormones, especially estrogen and cortisol. That's why many women over 50 report reduced menopausal symptoms, fewer hot flashes, calmer moods, better sleep, and for men, the benefits are just as powerful, especially for prostate health, liver function, and testosterone regulation. Want to boost your liver function naturally? Here's why your belly button might hold the key. Your liver is the detox powerhouse of your body. But after 60, it starts to slow down. Toxins build up. Your digestion weakens. You feel tired more often. But here's what's fascinating. Castor oil packs placed on the abdomen, especially near the navel and liver area, have been shown to improve liver enzyme activity and bile flow. This means better digestion, more energy, and a lighter, clearer feeling throughout the day. And the best part? You don't need a full castor oil pack to start seeing results. Just those 2 drops in the navel, done consistently, can nudge your liver in the right direction. Let's talk about how to do this the right way. Step 1. Choose a high-quality, cold-pressed castor oil. Organic is best. Step 2. Each night before bed, lie down comfortably. Step 3. Take 1 to 2 drops of oil and gently massage it into your belly button using a circular motion. Step 4. Cover your belly with a warm cloth or hot water bottle for 5 to 10 minutes. This helps the oil absorb and stimulates deeper circulation. Step 5. Breathe deeply. Sleep deeply. That's it. No pills. No gadgets. Just 2 drops and 10 seconds of mindfulness. If you've already tried this, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what changes you've noticed. Now, I know you're wondering, how long before I feel the difference? For some people, the shift is almost immediate. Better sleep within days. For others, especially those with chronic conditions, it may take a few weeks. But remember, this is not a quick fix. It's a rebalancing, a reawakening of your body's natural healing intelligence. And that's where the magic lies, not in the oil itself, but in what it activates within you. In the next section, we'll explore 5 surprising conditions this technique can support, from joint pain to skin health to blood pressure. And I'll share the biggest mistake people make when trying this, and how to avoid it. So if you're still with me, congratulations. You've already taken the first step. Healing begins with intention, and you've just set yours. Hit the like button if you're ready for your body to feel lighter, clearer, and more alive. And make sure to subscribe, because what I'm about to reveal next might just change how you age forever. So now you know, 2 drops of castor oil in the navel can influence your gut, your liver, your sleep, and even your mood. But let's get specific. Here are 5 surprising conditions this method may support, especially if you're over 60 and looking for gentle, natural healing. 1. Chronic joint pain and inflammation. If your knees creak, your back stiffens, or your hands ache, this is your body asking for relief. When castor oil is absorbed through the belly button, it travels via the lymph and blood vessels, many of which connect directly to the lower back, hips, and knees. Regular use has been linked with improved flexibility and reduced swelling. It's not magic, it's biology in motion. 2. High blood pressure and poor circulation. Did you know your belly button connects to one of the largest blood vessel networks in your body? Applying castor oil can help relax the vagus nerve, which controls heart rate, blood pressure, and digestion. Users often report warmer hands and feet, improved blood flow, and even steadier blood pressure readings. 3. Poor sleep and nighttime anxiety. We've touched on this, but here's what's deeper. Castor oil helps regulate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode. That means fewer 3 a.m. wake-ups, fewer racing thoughts, and more deep, restorative sleep. 4. Skin problems. Eczema, dry skin, acne. This might surprise you. Your belly button is a command center for your endocrine system, the one that regulates hormones. And when hormones are off, your skin often shows it first. By gently nourishing this area with castor oil, many people notice clearer skin, especially when paired with hydration and a clean diet. 5. Digestive problems. Bloating, gas, constipation. Castor oil stimulates peristalsis, the natural wave-like movement of your intestines. If you're dealing with sluggish digestion or irregularity, applying it nightly may gently remind your gut to move things along again. And now, here are 3 common mistakes to avoid if you want real results. Mistake number 1. Using cheap or diluted castor oil. Always choose organic, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Your skin absorbs what you put on it. You don't want chemicals hitching a ride into your bloodstream. Mistake number 2. Being inconsistent. This is a gentle, cumulative method. Doing it once won't change your life. But doing it every night for 2 to 3 weeks? That's when people start saying things like, I don't know what changed, but I feel better. Mistake number 3. Ignoring your breath. When you apply the oil, take 3 to 5 deep breaths. This activates the vagus nerve and signals your body to drop into healing mode. Never underestimate the power of a breath, especially when paired with intention. Now, here's your gentle challenge. Try this for the next 7 nights. Just 2 drops of oil before bed. That's it. No pills. No effort. Just a new habit. A new signal to your body that says, I care. I'm ready to heal. You might feel a difference in one night, or maybe it takes a week. But here's what I know. The body wants to heal. And when we give it the right tools and the right signals, it responds with grace. I've seen this simple method help people wake up without pain, sleep through the night, reconnect with their bodies, and feel younger, not in years, but in energy. So, what do you have to lose? Let's go even deeper, because this tiny nightly ritual with castor oil It's not just soothing, it can be transformative. Here are 5 more surprising conditions that may respond to consistent use of castor oil in the navel, especially for those of us over 60. 1. Hormonal imbalance and menopause symptoms. Ladies, if you're dealing with hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, or low libido, this may be the support your body's been asking for. Your navel is connected to the reproductive and endocrine organs through ancient reflexology maps. When castor oil is applied here, it can support hormonal balance, reduce inflammation in the uterus and ovaries, and help regulate estrogen dominance naturally. 2. Brain fog and memory lapses. Ever walk into a room and forget why you're there? Or lose your train of thought mid-sentence? This may be due to sluggish lymph and poor circulation to the brain. Castor oil improves blood flow and encourages detox pathways, which can help clear mental cobwebs and improve clarity. 3. Low immunity or constant infections. Your navel is a gateway to the gut, and 70% of your immune system lives in the gut. By gently supporting gut health and liver detox, this oil can help your body better defend itself. Fewer colds, quicker recovery, and more energy overall. 4. Urinary tract and bladder problems. Castor oil has been used in traditional medicine to soothe inflamed urinary tissues. A few drops in the belly button can, over time, help calm the bladder and reduce urgency, especially when paired with proper hydration and pelvic exercises. 5. Emotional trauma or stored stress. This might sound strange, but emotions are stored in the body. The belly button area or sacral center is often linked to safety, emotions, and inner stability. Applying oil here mindfully, with breath and intention, can feel like a ritual of self-forgiveness, release, and grounding. But wait, let's bust 3 common myths. Myth number 1. It has to hurt to heal. Wrong. Healing can be gentle, consistent, even soft. This practice doesn't shock your system. It supports it. 1 drop at a time. Myth number 2. I'm too old for this to work. Your body is listening, no matter your age. It's never too late to send a new signal. One of repair, not just survival. Myth number 3. It's too simple to be effective. Simplicity is power. Remember, your belly button was your first connection to life itself. Why wouldn't it still hold power to nourish you? And now, a few bonus tips to get even more from this practice. Warm the oil slightly before applying. This increases absorption and comfort. Use a cotton ball to gently cover the area after application. Helps prevent stains on your clothing or sheets. Try layering with a warm compress once a week. Extra support for liver and lymphatic detox. Pair with a bedtime affirmation like, I allow my body to heal. I trust my process. It matters. So, here's your next challenge. 7 nights, 2 drops, 1 minute of stillness. Let this be your nightly reset button. Not just for your body, but for your nervous system, for your peace, for your hope. Because maybe you've tried everything. Maybe you felt invisible, unheard, stuck in a body that doesn't feel like yours anymore. But healing doesn't come from fighting your body. It comes from listening, from nourishing, from love. And sometimes, all it takes is a drop. Share your progress in the comments. I read every single one. Like if this sparked curiosity or calm. Subscribe, because in the next episode, we'll talk about a special castor oil blend that targets liver support even deeper. Especially helpful if you take medications or struggle with skin problems. You're not broken. you becoming, and it starts in the center. Welcome to the final part of our journey. By now, you know this isn't just about castor oil. It's about taking your power back. Let's answer some of the most common questions you've asked. Fact number 1. What kind of castor oil should I use? Always choose 100% pure, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil, ideally in a dark glass bottle. Organic is best. What you put on your skin is absorbed. Treat it like food. Fact number 2. Can I do this during my period? Yes, and for many women, it may actually help reduce cramping. Just use a lighter amount and listen to your body. Fact number 3. Can men use this too? Absolutely. Castor oil in the navel supports liver, prostate, colon, and emotional health for men as well. Fact number 4. Is it safe for diabetics or those with high blood pressure? Generally, yes. This is an external application. But always consult your doctor if you have concerns. Fact number 5. When will I start seeing results? Some people feel more relaxed or sleep better the first night. Others notice changes over a few weeks. Think of this as a slow wave, not a quick fix. Your body heals in layers. Now, here's what real people like you have shared. I've had chronic constipation for 8 years. After 10 nights of castor oil in my navel, I go every morning, effortlessly. My menopause brain fog was unbearable. I didn't expect much, but I kept going. After 2 weeks, I feel clear again. Like myself. I used it every night for a month. I sleep deeper. My anxiety has gone down, and my skin? Glowing. And here's the truth. No fancy gadget. No complicated detox. Just you, a drop of oil, and a moment of care. That's where transformation starts. So how do you make this a long-term habit? Here are 5 tips for a lifelong benefit. Build a bedtime ritual. Keep your castor oil near your nightstand. Visible, simple, sacred. Pair it with 2 minutes of belly breathing. Amplify relaxation and digestion. Journal any shifts. Sleep, mood, energy, digestion. The more you notice, the more motivated you'll feel. Use affirmations. Your mind listens. Try. I am healing. I am balanced. I am supported. Be patient. Real healing is never loud. It's soft, steady, and real. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. So tonight, go to your center. Honor your belly. And drop into yourself, literally and figuratively. Because healing is not a destination. It's a return to the wisdom your body always had. And it all starts with just 2 drops. If this series helped you, like, share, and tag someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe, because we've got more coming. Detox baths, lymphatic massage, and herbs that turn back the clock naturally. And remember, you're not too old. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're just getting started. See you in the next video.